Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
To the whole two worldwide
Do the
listeners.
shuffle. Huh?
I said to the whole two worldwide audience.
Yeah, it is worldwide. We have people in other countries that have listened.
Technically.
Oh, I shouldn't put that
I should fly to a different country and make a new Spotify account and listen to it
there.
every time I go somewhere new. That way it looks like we have a new listener from that state.
That'd be cool. That country, you mean?
Or anywhere.
Oh. Okay. What time is it?
It's telling me I only have 2 days left to pick up my prescription from CVS.
Oh, no.
And I already told him I wasn't going to.
Oh.
So...
Why?
Because I didn't need it. Andy got the exact same inhaler that I did, so we only needed one.
Maybe you could have it as a backup.
Nah.
You get asthma pretty bad.
Yeah, but the other one still has like 300 puffs on it because they came with 900 puffs in them. So
How expensive were they?
it was like $27.
Go get it. It'll
I
last
don't
a long
want it.
time.
Don't need it.
Whatever, man. It's what you say now, but you could need it eventually.
It's okay. Andy brought up the thought of yard service, paying somebody to do the yard.
Y'all always complain about not having money, but
It's not that we don't have money. It's just that we push it more and more. But we've been doing a lot better,
you
actually.
push it more? What does
We're
that
not
mean?
like, we're like pushing our expenses as in like we're spending more.
Oh. Y'all are being more cautious in the
No.
beginning? Or?
Yeah, we were to help save up and recoup.
Oh.
And now that we've been, pretty steady as of late.
Yeah.
Granted, things come up, of course,
Things
but,
come up. As long as you're not spending your savings
No.
on stuff like that, then you're fine.
No. It's like more of a, am I willing to work the overtime to be able to afford it? Or like, can I work the overtime to be able to afford it? And does like does Andy's raises... Why is that a weird sentence to say, Andy's raises?
Andy's raises. Andy's raises. Andy's raisins.
I want to say Andy's raisins.
Yeah. Andy's raises. Andy's
Or Annie
raisins.
raisins.
Annie raisins.
That's what I wanted to say
Annie
for some
raisins.
reasons.
Annie raisins.
But Andy's raises.
Andy's reasons.
Yeah. And whatnot. We going?
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is kind of the part where you say what I'm supposed to tell you for Mad Libs. I couldn't remember the name. Had to look at what they're called.
Oh.
What are you doodling? That's not very good podcast content because podcasts are usually about talking.
What's foreign induce? It's not foreign induce. I was just giving him a unibrow mustache and
Cool.
chin.
Again,
patch.
not very amazing
What do you
podcast
call that?
material.
It's just the chin?
A goatee?
No, goatee's the whole thing.
Chin strap?
No, because that's where it goes from down.
No, that's
Chin
mud
strap
chops.
No, chin strap is when it goes all the way down from your bottom all the way up.
No.
Mutton chops is where it stops, like right
A
here.
landing strip?
That's down here.
No.
Yeah. Landing strip is downstairs.
A flavor saver? That's up here.
That's this. Taco tickler?
Yeah, that's this.
No, that's this.
You're not going like this.
That's just what they've always called it. I don't know what it's called when it's just the chin.
A beard?
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, that's probably it.
Just a beard? How is it, the super chocolatey one? Is it very chocolatey?
Is it like a brownie thing or is it just chocolate?
Brownie
Smart.
with chocolate
chocolate.
on the inside.
It's just chocolate. It's chocolate.
That's good. Chocolate donuts are good.
Podcast Podcat.
Podcat. I played a bunch more Power World. I'm level 40 now.
Adjective.
I fucking hate you. Describing word.
Yeah.
Spunky.
Wait, are you sure that's what an adjective is?
Yes.
I don't think you are.
I'm 1,000% sure.
Wow, that's really confident. Okay, you're right. What'd you say?
Spunky.
Noun. The pen's not. Okay.
Tripod. I don't know. Noun always fucks me up.
Verb.
Spitting. Or
Okay. Noun.
a window.
Same noun. I don't know why that's kind of boring. Type of liquid.
Dr. Pepper.
Verb ending in ing.
Pole vaulting. Pole vaulting? Isn't a verb in action? Do I choose a different
Right, I mean,
one?
I guess that works.
So do I choose a different one?
It doesn't make sense, but it does. Like, the word works.
Crouching?
No, it's fine. Person in room, female. There is not a female in
Haley.
this room. Oh,
She's not in this room.
she's not in the room either. Verb.
Burp. No, burp. Noun? No, yeah. Burp.
Same verb. Why do they do that twice?
That's stupid.
Adjective.
Sparkling.
Adjective.
Stunning.
My house, my rules. Spunky servant. It's quite obvious that you think you control me. We all know that I am in charge of this tripod. You think I am just a simple cat, but I am able to outspitting you any day of the week. Please be aware that your house is actually mine, and I am not to be disturbed if I happen to be sleeping on your bed or favorite piece of window. I will scratch any piece of window I want. I do not want to drink Dr. Pepper from an ordinary bowl. I prefer to lap water from a pole vaulting faucet or a toilet. So please remember to leave the toilet seat up. I don't care what Haley has to say about that. Don't try to get me to burp during the day. You should know better than that. I prefer to burp at night when you are asleep. This is much more fun. You are a sparkling human, but you are my human. With tolerance, you're super stunning cat. It's from the perspective of the cat.
Yeah. Wow.
There she is. You steal a seat?
What'd you do this week?
Nothing. I don't know, man. I worked. Sorry. It was doing this as I was.
Yeah.
It's just a light. Is that worse than the...
Mm-hmm.
Really, the light one is worse?
Yes.
They probably didn't even pick it up in their ears. They're like, what are they talking about? But you can hear it. That's all that matters.
What are we doing? Nothing to talk about.
Do you fuck with the war?
What? Why are you bringing up pillow talk in this?
Yeah.
You act like I
good.
didn't show you Little Dicky.
You definitely didn't show me Little Dicky. If anything, I showed you Little Dicky.
Not even. Because I heard a Little Dicky about when I heard about Young Gravy and all them.
Really?
It was a long time ago. Yeah.
Yeah, I know it was a long time ago when we knew about Little Dicky, but I feel like we heard about
Lickle Dicky?
Look at her. She's got her mouth open. Oh. So, you know what that is?
When they go,
Yeah, when they sniff something and they leave their mouth open. Do you know they have a secondary sniffing gland that is like almost a mix between taste buds and your nose?
no.
They're tasting what they smell.
Ew.
There's another gland in between their nasal cavity and their mouth.
Ew.
And they're essentially tasting what they're smelling. That's why she's making that face.
Kevin did that all the time. He would sniff shit and go.
They're tasting it in a sense, but not on their mouth. It's a weird, there's a few animals that have it, cats being included. So anytime they leave their mouth open like that, it's so it clears out. Because they didn't like whatever got in there. Why are you ignoring him?
I don't know. The cats in this house
They must
hate
be
me
doing
for some
something.
reason.
She doesn't hate you. Come here. Yeah.
Ethan, what do we talk about? Me and Ethan watched The Big Lebowski last night.
Nice.
It's the first time we've ever finished it.
What are your most remembered lines?
I mean, obviously, peed on my rug, man.
Yeah.
And
tied the room together, didn't it?
yeah. And
Fuck up, Donnie.
I mean that. Yeah.
Shut the fuck
that's
up,
too,
Donnie.
That's too obvious. So.
Oh, okay.
You mean coitus?
You mean? He said, "Oh, that's what the doctor. Oh." It was a good movie.
Yeah. Not bad.
I liked it.
Little cult classic.
Fucking Eagles, man.
I didn't like the way it ended, but
Oh, well.
because you didn't get answers, you don't know, if he made the money or.
Hey,
if
we got
$1 million
answers at the end of
got
Game
back.
of Thrones, and a lot of people didn't like the ending of Game of Thrones. So I mean,
Fuck it, dude.
Fuck it, dude.
If you were looking for answers, you missed the motto of the movie.
True.
The dude abides.
The dude abides. Crazy.
Crazy. Did you play games? Or just get absolutely wanked and watch a movie?
Watched the movie, and then I showed him Superstore, which I want you to start watching.
Oh, yeah, you told me about that, yeah.
He even said, it's actually pretty good.
What?
Superstore.
It was watchable.
Yeah.
It's definitely, and me and Andy are 3 seasons deep
Damn.
at this point.
I watched a couple more this morning.
Oh, wow, he did it on his own.
Yeah.
That means he actually meant that it's not that bad.
I told you.
Ethan's very critical, so if he said it's actually not that bad.
For him to even say it last night before he left, I was like, oh, wow.
Well, and Ethan would also just say that to not hurt your feelings of you like a show that he would
I
think
don't
is
think
stupid.
so.
I don't Ethan's kind enough, but he would do it.
He wouldn't say it's stupid, but he
No,
would be like,
he would
oh,
not say
this
it's
is
stupid,
not
you're
for me.
Yeah.
And that's how I know if it's a good show.
Do what?
I was critical of it because the start, the character. I mean, it was this way with The Office too, and
Parks and Rec.
well, yeah, any of those reality style shows, the characters are too shallow at the start of them, and they have to get deeper as the show goes on, and that's what you remember.
Right.
So if you go back and watch The Office
From the beginning, it's
Jim Halpert will be playing.
Yeah. And that's what he was saying. He goes, I bet you're sitting here like, oh, this is not the show that I know. Because I watched the pilot with them.
Oh.
And I was like, yeah. Like, I almost said, because there's part of the show where the new hire, Jonah, doesn't know his store floor manager's name. Because she wears random name tags, so strangers don't know her name. That's her whole thing.
That's weird.
She just said, I don't want random strangers talking to me and using my name like we're best friends, is what she said.
That's fair.
And so she just wears random name tags throughout the whole show, you notice. But at the very end of the episode, he learns her name, and I almost spoiled it like 3 times, like explaining things with Ethan. I was like, oh, wait, Ramona. Yeah. It's a really funny show. I really like it. Glenn's a great character. He's so annoying, but not. And Jonah pisses me off too. But it's like one of those shows where you're like, oh no! Like, come on. The issues that happen are very, very easy issues to not happen, but they happen and they're very extreme.
They're everyday people with everyday problems.
Yes, but they turn it up for the. Obviously for the TV aspect of it, but it's so funny. Yeah. Like, they do it so well. And the B-roll shots are hilarious. Sorry, that definitely just like got away from the mic. Couldn't hear anything. The B-roll shots are hilarious because it's like standard American shopping. Like, it's the experience of seeing people in grocery stores do really weird shit.
Walmart.
Yeah, exactly. It's basically about working at Walmart. Like a neighborhood Walmart. Not a big Walmart.
Right.
But it's pretty good. I'd highly suggest it. Me and Andy watched a ton of it this week. It's our, like, just sit on the couch and binge show. I need Ethan to get it on the server so we don't have ads. The Superstore. Just because the Peacock ads suck. It's like every 10 minutes, if not every 5 to 6 minutes. Because it's only 20-minute episodes of the show, and you get 4 ads.
Oh.
They're all usually a minute long.
If they really bug you that much, buy the premium.
We just don't think it's worth paying the extra like $7 or $8 a month for it.
But why don't you, like, if you save the time on the ads, like, you could have it for a month. Finish it.
It's not even the fact that we want to finish it. Yeah. But we also don't want to like finish it fast because we enjoy having a show to be able to come home and watch.
Yeah.
Another great show is My Brother's Son. That one's on Netflix. It's a really good show if you want to watch it.
What's it about?
The
brother's son?
So it's
uncle?
the Son family.
Oh, the name of the family is Son?
And the like main character right now is the son of a kingpin from Taipei. Like, he's like a jade dragon assassin. Well, the son is an assassin. The dad is like the kingpin. And the son got attacked in Taipei. The dad came over to like inspect who the people were, and it was a setup for the dad to get shot. So the dad got put into a coma, and they were like shifting everything and moving everything out of like where they were to keep the, empire safe. But the son was told to come to America and protect his mom and brother, who left Taipei to make sure like they were safe in the sense of nobody was going to mess with them in Los Angeles, and they would just be funneled enough money to live there. And the son shows up to protect mom, and the Taipei guys are already followed him all the way to LA. So now the other brother of the guy, the assassin, has no idea that his family's filthy rich. He thinks he's going to school to be a doctor, to be like the first kid in their family to finish school and be successful. And so the assassin brother shows up, teaches the other brother like everything, and then the other brother's like the comedic relief of like, what the fuck is going on, when there's like bullets flying around and all that kind of shit. So it's really good. It's really funny. Another
What?
show I would suggest.
Did I tell you that show I watched that was... You know who Glenn is from The Walking Dead? That actor?
Yeah, the Asian.
Yeah, he was in a show. It was like an Asian produced show or something like that.
It's my brother's
Korean.
son as well.
Uh,
Something like that. It's not like Crazy Rich Asians or anything.
no, it's a Netflix show. It was really good.
Hmm.
Well, he gets cut off by this chick in a parking lot. They do some like road rage back and forth. Ends up turning out that they end up eventually trying to kill each other because of just the road rage. Like they hate each other that much.
Oh
They
my
built up this much
God.
rage against each other. There's all kinds of inner twisting stuff. Like his brother ends up having sex with her, even though she's married with a kid, and it gets kind of wild.
Beef.
Yeah, that's the one. It's a good show.
Sorry,
Very good
really
show.
smoky.
I don't sit down and binge shows very often, but that one was very well worth it.
I'm ready to sit down and
I'll
binge.
usually just put a movie on, and that's my TV time. But lately,
I'm really ready to binge the fucking solo leveling anime when it's all fully
yeah,
released for the first
that was
season.
really good.
I'm ready for One Punch Man season 3.
I still never saw season 2.
I
I
never
finished-
even finished season 1.
I watched
just
all of
didn't
season
like
1 all the way up to Colorado the first time I went.
I
With
tried
these
watching
headphones.
it subbed and it was not it.
Subbed? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's hard to get over. That was one of the ones I was like, all right, I'm gonna watch this. Like, everybody's hyping it the fuck up. This is one of the few I'm gonna watch subbed, and it was worth it. It's now been dubbed since then, I'm sure, right?
Yeah.
I would think.
Yeah, I watched season 2 dubbed or subbed.
I feel like the only time I could watch like a anime is when I'm at work on lunch. Like that's the only time I could dedicate outside of because I don't want to force Andy to watch a random ass anime she's not into when there's
Get a
shows.
computer chair.
I don't want to watch anime on the computer. If I get on the
Oh.
computer, I want to play games when I'm home. I don't want
feel
to
like
watch
half
TV
my time on the
shows.
computer is just watching a YouTube or
It's always second monitor. It's
show
never.
or something.
More recently, I have not had like a show on just the front monitor and sat at my computer in a while. And if I do, it's like 2:00 in the morning when I'm eating my last munchies before I pass out.
Fair enough.
So that, or I've been playing that Infinite Craft word game.
Oh yeah, you're talking about that.
Did I tell you about the new discoveries I made?
Uh-uh.
I made 2 new word discoveries.
Is it on your phone?
I took a picture of them.
Oh. Robo Croc Squatch, Abominable Tennis Sandwich. Those aren't real things.
Yeah, but they're like sentences that match together in the game, and nobody had
So
ever
you
discovered
really just
those.
mix everything to see if it makes something.
Oh, yeah.
It's not even like what makes sense necessarily.
Oh, but there's a lot of things that like when you put it together and it makes something, you're like, that makes sense.
That does not.
You're right, because this is like, I randomly ended up with Robo-Croc,
Robo-Croc.
and I was like, I wonder what Robo-Croc and Sasquatch make.
That makes a Robo-Croc Squatch.
Yeah, so it was like a random fucking, you're like, oh, that makes sense because it's like a robo, because I did a robot and a crocodile, Robo-Croc. That makes sense in your brain, like.
Right, but that's not a real thing. I thought this was like you mix 2 real things to make another real thing.
And you
That's all
can,
I've
but
seen.
like you can do like steam and fire, and that's engine.
Yeah, steam engine.
Yeah. And then you can do steam engine in America and you get
Train.
railroads. Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I took it as.
There's plenty of
wacky
that,
shit.
but there's also some, you get so far in after making real things that you start making mythical creatures. Like you can get unicorns and you can make all the Pokemon.
What the fuck?
You can get like grass type Pokemon, and then you can start making every single grass type Pokemon from that. Or You just eventually get all the types. You can get like a Pokemon badge specifically.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
So this is deep.
Yes, it is like
There's
insanely
a
deep.
Fuck ton of combinations of things.
And
for
that's why
somebody.
it's insane that I'm still making first discoveries with, however many people are playing this a day.
Yeah.
That's how deep this goes.
Wait, nobody's ever discovered that?
If you get first discovery, nobody has ever made it before. Underneath it, it says first discovery.
Oh, wow.
So you can, that's why it's fun to get really fucking weird,
And to
random,
get
deep
first
things, because
discoveries.
nobody's ever put those things together to make that. That's the appeal of making first discoveries of random Robo-Croc.
That's the appeal of combining everything, is to see if you get something nobody else has found yet.
Exactly.
Interesting. So
But
is your name on that if somebody discovers it? No.
But
there's some sort of server that notifies, hey, this has been discovered.
you don't give them first discovery for it. So if you hit a first discovery, literally nobody
You're the
else has
only
been
one in
able
the
to make
world
it. That has made
discovered it
that, and
first.
now nobody else will get it after you.
Interesting. I didn't know it was that.
Yeah, it goes really far. What's kind of lame is there's numbers, so you can get like 1,632,000. Like, you can get so far into numbers after combining numbers that it'll always be a first discovery because nobody's made that deep of a number, but it's available.
Right.
So there's loopholes to getting first discovery. Hey!
No, ma'am.
Yeah, there's like discoveries to getting, or loopholes to getting first discoveries, but I was just excited to get word first discoveries.
Yeah.
It's a good waste of time, but
What are you doing?
it is a waste of time because the second you close out of the tab, it fully resets. So,
Why
like,
don't you just leave it open?
I mean, you could. That's what Jordan was saying he was going to do, is make a virtual machine that's always running on his
That's just
home PC
that?
so he can
That's
always
fucking
log in from
funny.
anywhere and
That's
just play
funny.
on it.
How weird. So I guess that's the appeal of combining different things the next time.
And see, that's what I said. I think it's fun because you go down different paths to get
Right.
kind of where you were, but I'll probably never get an abominable Robo Croc Squatch again, or
Abominable robot. No!
I'll never get an abominable tennis sandwich again.
Why did you think that was a good idea?
She wanted to sniff it. Rub her face on it.
She didn't even do that. She just rubbed up against it with her body.
Goofy girl. Yeah. Neil.fun if you want to check it out.
That's right.
Neil.fun.
Neil.
Neal.
Oh, that's not how you spell Neil.
Neal.fun.
It's Neil or Kneal or Kneel.
You can spell it Neil too.
That's not a word. I guess neither is
Right,
abominable.
it's his name.
Tennis sandwich.
Neil is the guy's name. The
That's not how you
dev.
spell the name.
He's got a lot of other games on the website too.
That's
They're all
spelling
like Flash
Joseph
games.
with an F.
People do it.
That's terrible.
I know. Yeah, he has the trolley epidemic game where like there's 5 people on a train track and there's a lever to divert it to one person. Do you pull the lever to kill one, or do you not do anything and let the 5 people die?
Kill one.
Okay, but then you purposefully killed one person. If you didn't touch it, then you're not responsible in
Those
any way.
4 other people are grateful for me saving their lives.
It's not 4 other people. It's 5 people, and you're murdering one.
That's what I'm saying. Those 4 other people are grateful I saved their life.
No.
Yeah.
5 other people are grateful you saved their life.
You said it was 5 total.
No, 5 people are on one track, and 1 person is on the other track.
Oh, I thought you meant it was. Never mind.
But you click which one you're going to decide, leave it alone or pull the lever.
So 6 people die, or 5, or
no,
1 person.
5 people die, or 1 person dies. There's 5 people here. There's 1 person here. There's a lever to make the train
to either
go
save
around.
the one or not save anybody. Save the one.
Save 1, save 5, or save 1.
Save 5.
If you don't pull the lever,
Yeah.
You're not responsible by
killing
any
all
means.
6.
No, you're killing 5.
You had the option and you chose not to. That is then in your fault. 6 people died.
No,
and not 5.
the one person never gets touched because the train doesn't turn to go to them, genius.
So nobody died.
Do you not know how train turns work?
It's a switch, not a turn.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
It switches the track.
So are you going to switch the track to kill 1 person, or are you not going to touch the lever at all and let it kill 5 people? That's what I'm saying.
Kill 1.
Okay, so you're going to pull the lever, and
Pull the
it's
lever,
going to
Kronk.
turn on a track, and it's going to run 1 person over, and you'll save 5 people.
100%.
Okay.
What would you do?
I wouldn't touch it, because then I'm not responsible for anything.
So I'm confused. What happens if you don't touch it?
You let the train just hit 5 people. It's already going that direction.
So
I
the
didn't
5
tie
people
the
die
5.
if you don't pull the lever.
Yes.
Or I can save 5 people.
And murder 1. Because
Or
you're
murder
technically-
5. What's better, murdering 1
You're
or
not murdering
5?
5. You didn't tie them to the track.
You knew it was going to happen.
But
right?
you didn't tie them to the track.
Right, but you knew it was going to happen, and you had the option in your brain to say, I can pull this and save the 5 people, right?
Yes, but then you're consciously making a decision to
you-
murder 1 person by pulling the lever.
Or you're consciously making the decision to murder 5.
No, you're consciously
Yes,
making the decision
you
to not
had
get
the-
involved.
You had the option to pull the lever, and you knew you had the option to pull the lever, and you knew you had the option to save those people.
But it's not like if you pull, you're not like gun to your head, pull the lever or
I
don't.
know. Regardless.
If you're walking by and you notice this, you're going to run over and be like, oh my God, if I pull this lever, it only kills 1 person. You're going to do it?
Yes.
Okay, then that in my brain, you're murdering 5 people. If I saw that, I
No,
would
murdering 1.
I'd walk away and contact some police. I'm not going to sit there in a split decision moment and pull the lever and know that I pulled the lever that killed 1 person when I didn't tie any of them up.
Yeah, now you know you didn't pull the lever and killed everybody.
I didn't have to. I'm not involved. That's
You
the whole
are.
thing. I'm
Regardless
not.
if you want to be involved or not, at that point you knew what was going on. You are then involved.
No.
Yes.
No, because I can mind my own business and keep walking. I don't have to acknowledge the situation at all. I'll be like, oh, look, there's some hobos taking a nap on the train track. I'm just going to walk away. Hope that train stops.
But that's a different situation. You didn't know. You're saying in this situation, you know that these people are going to die.
I
if you
didn't say
don't-
that. I never
You
said that. I said
you know that if you pull
there's
that, you're
5
saving.
people tied to a train track on one side, and then on the other side where you can pull the lever to turn it and make it only kill 1, what are you doing? I didn't say you know why they're tied up. You know why they're there. You could have walked right by this and stumbled upon it. You could be placed
So the
in a
lever is not a
situation-
guarantee then.
Sure, yeah.
That's
you
not
don't
what
know
you're
if it's
saying, though.
gonna
You're
work.
changing the whole scenario.
I just asked you which one are you doing. Are you pulling the lever or not?
You have to get down to it because if I know that pulling the lever saves them, then yes. If I don't know, then no.
Well, you're going to try anyways then, right? At that point, if you know...
No, if
you
it
think
says
the lever,
pull this lever to save 5 people, I'm pulling the lever. If it says nothing, what am I supposed to do? Just mess with all the levers and kill
there's
more than the
a
people I
lever.
see?
There's one lever. There's not like 10 levers. This isn't like a train yard. It's one track with one split off.
So you know
There's
for sure
one
that you
lever.
can save them or you cannot.
I don't know if that lever works or not in this scenario. If it works, it works. If
That
it doesn't work,
wasn't-
it doesn't work.
That wasn't what was originally said to me.
You're right. I never said it in the first place if it worked or not.
Yes, you did. You said you pull the lever, you save 5 people. That means it's a guarantee that I saved those 5 people.
Okay, then sure. It's guaranteed when you pull the lever, it'll turn.
So it's guaranteed.
Yes.
And you're still not saving them.
I'm not getting involved.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
I'm not pulling the lever because I'm not going to be responsible in any sort of way.
So in your brain, you know it's guaranteed to save 5 people and you choose not to be involved.
Because I don't want to be responsible for killing someone, yeah.
You're responsible. You know it's guaranteed. You're then responsible for those other 5
I am
people
not
dying.
responsible. I did not tie them to the tracks. I did
are
not.
responsible because you had the option to save them.
And you have an option that is going to also kill somebody else.
They were gonna die anyway.
No, they aren't.
You s-
I have literally
This- you're-
explained it to
You
you.
did not explain it correctly then.
I've literally explained it the only way it can be explained. There's a track going this way, and there's a track that turns off and then goes this way with it. There's a lever right here where the turn is.
And it says save these 5 people.
No,
pull
it
the
doesn't
lever.
say shit.
said it's
It's
guaranteed.
just a lever.
You said it's guaranteed.
It doesn't fucking matter at this point.
It
It's
does.
just a lever. There's just a lever, and in your brain, you know those levers typically mean, oh, it's going to turn it.
Okay.
There's
so
5
I know
people.
that this lever will change it.
Yes, you're a human being.
Okay.
By now, people...
With the knowledge of knowing this lever changes the track.
Yes. There was 5 people tied up on this one and 1 person tied up on this one.
This is not the scenario. You never said tied up, or you got to re-listen to this because you never said tied up or anything. You said there are 2 trains and one has 5 and one has 1 is the original explanation.
2 trains.
You never said anything about people tied up in the original explanation.
There's 5 people tied up on
Okay.
this track and 1 person tied up on this track.
Yeah.
And you see the lever and you know
It's
in
going
your
towards
brain
the 5.
it'll turn it to the 1 if you pull it.
And it'll go to the 5 if I don't.
If you don't touch it or acknowledge the situation,
Yeah.
it looks like it's going to hit the 5 people. Or it's gonna hit the 5 people.
Okay.
You're going to walk over
It'd
and
be
pull
a
the
more
lever.
interesting decision to not know which one it would switch to. That would be a more interesting decision. That would make you have to actually think about whether it's worth it. Actually getting
Because you're
involved.
going to have to know if it's already on to go
Correct.
left or go straight.
That would make it.
Okay, so in theory, let's say we know it's going to go straight unless you pull the
It's
lever.
going to go to the 5. And I pull the lever.
Okay.
That is beyond me that you would not.
And so the next question's like, there's 3 babies on one side and 2 adults on the other. Which one are you going to do? That's the whole point of the game.
Jesus.
Is it's just, it goes further and further. There's a tree on this side and there's a rock on that side. Which one are you going to do? Like, it just gets so random, and all of his games are like this.
There's a kitten on this side and there's a puppy on this side. Type
Literally, yeah.
shit. What the fuck?
But the original dilemma is there's 5 on this side, 1 on this side. What do
That's
you do?
way harder than the other ones.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that.
But he also has it's called the password game, and it's like make a password. So you type in a random password and it goes, oh, you need a capital. So you add a random capital and it goes, oh, you need this size font for this letter. So you have to like right click, inspect, change the font size of a letter.
Don't forget to keep the egg warm.
Yeah, there you have to keep an egg warm, and it gives you an egg, and you have little fire emojis that you have to copy paste next
While
to the
entering
egg
your password.
while trying to build a password. And it's like include
This is some
at
like
least a
Newground
20
shit.
second YouTube link for a video that is exactly 10 seconds long. So you have to go to YouTube and find a 10-second long YouTube video, copy paste a link, it'll check that it's exactly 10 seconds long.
And then every number in your password has to add up to a specific number.
Oh my god.
So you're like, it's like has to add up to 350. So
This
you're
is like a multiple person, several hour long event that you do.
Oh my
as
god.
a group. It is an incredibly difficult challenge.
It
Wow.
is
Oh.
super insane.
Huh.
Yeah, Neil.fun has a lot of those good web
Oh,
browser.
there's more than one game on that.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah. His newest one was
It
Infinite
is the
Craft.
Infinite Craft.
But yeah, he's got tons of different games on there. And Andy took Bruno to the dog park today
Yeah.
for like an hour.
Hey, good boy.
Yeah. He got a bunch of running in. He played with a big poodle. A bunch of boxers there. An Italian Mastiff. Never heard of an Italian Mastiff.
What the
I've
hell?
only heard of Bull Mastiffs.
Yeah.
But I knew it was a Mastiff. I could tell, and it was a puppy, and its
Oh.
paws were like double the size of Bruno's, and I was like,
That's gonna
It
be
was,
a
like,
big dog.
as big as Bruno already.
Oh my lord!
So the fact its paws were even bigger than Bruno's, I was like, oh god, that's gonna be a big ass dog.
Boy.
It's a big girl.
Oh girl,
Uh,
big girl.
Yep.
That's a huge bitch.
The poodle's name was Ludwig.
I dislike that owner.
I don't. I thought that was pretty funny. Because they probably did it for the composer. They did, dude. They
How
were an
old
old
were they?
ass couple.
Oh,
like they were
okay.
like older than Dad. They were all white.
Okay,
like,
okay.
Yes.
That's all. Literally the next question in my mouth was how old.
If they
was
were
the
like
owner?
my age, I would have been like,
You're fucking dumb.
You're weird. But no, it was a really old couple and their younger son. Unless the son named it.
Oh,
But the dad was like, Ludwig, come here, Ludwig. And I was like, there's no shot.
There's no shot. It's the streamer.
Yeah, it's definitely the composer.
Okay. Thank God.
Or the dad was super into Mario growing
I
up.
mean, okay, I guess I'm not that much greater. I named mine after of a indie rock band lead singer.
Yeah.
But that's better than a Twitch streamer, in my opinion, who's just a fucking doofus.
I mean, people's interest are people's interest, man.
I guess.
I would never name a pet S fan.
I would hope not.
Yeah.
I would hope not. Ethan is dying over there.
I would never name a pet.
Huh?
Tired.
He's tired.
I heard like Rhett and Link or mythical dog. I'd never name it anything like that.
Mythical dogs. Give them little horns.
Yeah. No, I oddly have now. I used to hate on people that gave their pets human names.
But you did it.
And now that I've done it, I love it.
I love it. As soon as
It's
you named
so good.
Kevin, I was like, I'm doing that the next time I get a pet.
A pet with a human name feels so fun because the
Yep.
nicknames are everywhere.
Yeah, that's
Like,
true.
it's also so. If your dog is named Axel, you're not going to call him Axe. You're not going to call him Ol.
Yeah.
You're not going to. Like, Axie, maybe.
Uh,
But, like. And I'm not trying to call out, like, you know, Dino because he had, like, Boo Boo Fatty. He had a lot of
different
cute nicknames. But it's, like, I just feel like giving an animal a human name. Like, I gave Kevin Kev, Kevin, Kebby, Kevy. Like, it all just worked. Granted, I called him Little Baby more than anything in the world.
Little baby.
Yeah, just Little Baby was all we had to say, and he'd come running. But yeah, it's just I love the human names on pets now.
Yeah.
It's so funny to me. It strikes like a happy string in my heart.
Exactly.
I didn't understand it. Like I even gave Wedney a weird name. I couldn't have just named her Wendy. Like I had to be weird about it.
It was Wednesday.
I know, but I named her Wedney because I didn't like the name Wednesday. I thought that was weird.
It is a little. It's a long one.
And that's what I thought. Wendy. I should have just done Wendy, but I kept Wed for
but
Wednesday.
it is Wednesday.
Yeah, so I did Wedney.
Yeah.
But still, the human names on pets is. Granted, I did see a dog for adoption named Pickles, and I was like,
Pickles!
I fucking love that.
Pickles.
It was a
but
little-
you only want to call him Pickles.
It was a little French bulldog female,
That fits.
and I was like, that is perfect.
Pickle. I feel like Pickle's more of a boy name, but that's just me.
I don't know. You call her Picky,
Pickles. Huh?
Picky Pickles.
Picky Pickles. Pickles.
Me and Andy called Tickles Pickles, too.
Who's Tickles?
Like tickling.
Oh.
Instead of saying tickle, we say pickle.
Oh.
Just cute relationship stuff.
Pet type shit.
Sure.
Pet name shit.
But yeah, Pickles. Such a cute dog name. That was lucky.
That was lucky. Pickles.
Yep.
I gotta say it like that. Pickles. Can't just say pickles.
Tommy Pickles.
Yeah.
Giving a dog Tommy.
Tommy! I like that. Tommy boy, come here, boy.
Tomothy.
Tomothy. Not Timothy. Tomothy. Timothy.
That one caught me off guard.
Timothy.
Yeah, that's what I call Tim from work. Timothy. That's from that Key and Peele skit. Okay, yeah, you know.
Hey, Aaron.
You dumb fucked up,
Aaron's name in my phone is AYAY.
AA? Oh, like A.
Aaron.
Wow.
Pickles. Andy's been looking at dogs on Smash. I've been looking at
Smash?
Mansfield's.
Oh.
That's what they're. It's like an
That's a weird
acronym.
name.
It's an acronym for something.
Mansfield
Supporting
Animal
Mansfield
Shelter
animals.
Housing.
Something like that. But yeah.
Really? Another dog?
I don't know.
Really?
Andy said she doesn't want to jump into any pets anytime soon again,
Okay.
of course, but
Okay.
I'd be interested in like a medium-sized dog.
Really?
I mean, yeah.
Or a cat?
I mean, I
Don't
want a
picture
cat,
it.
but cats are way harder to integrate with another dog.
Not if you get them when they're young.
I mean, you see the way Haley reacts around Bruno.
Because it was the first time she had ever seen him.
She's seen him twice now. You held her the first time he came over.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, the garage sale.
Yeah. You held her the
Yeah.
first time.
That's right.
Second time, she did same exact thing. All
Yeah, because
hissed
they're
and
not
reared up.
used to a fucking dog. If he was around all day, every day, yeah, she would get
Yeah.
used to him. It's,
That's the same thing my sister does. She'll like bring her cat down. Like she'll bring her cat from Boston. Like give it 5 minutes with the dogs, and the dogs will freak out, and she'll be like, "Oh my god, they can't do it." And she's like, "Oh, they've seen each other like 3 times now. They just can't do it." If you just let them.
it's called
It's
integration
like
for
what
a
we
reason.
did with Kevin and Bruno that first night. We just let them sit it out. Like
integration.
Kevin was hiding under the couch and Bruno's just laying there underneath looking at him. So, and then the next morning we woke up and Bruno's laying on the couch and Kevin's laying on the ottoman and they're just staring at each other.
Just let them at it.
Huh?
If one lives, they get better genes. I don't know. Darwinism, something like that.
We also thought about getting like an older-ish cat, maybe that's like 3 or
that might be
4,
harder
and
than-
it already is like
a dog-friendly cat. You gotta make sure it's a
Exactly.
dog-friendly cat.
yeah. And that happens a ton. You'd be surprised how many
That's very true.
people put up like middle-aged cats up for adoption.
that are good with dogs,
that
just
have
not good
already
with
been
just
a
kids
human or
or-
whatever, exactly, or other cats or. But
I
it's
watched.
it's Bruno's initial overbearing reaction to introducing himself. He is
Yeah.
so aggressive about sniffing.
I'm surprised y'all haven't done classes with him yet.
It's really only greeting. He gets his 2 minutes of excitement greeting out, and then he's totally
right, but
normal.
he's also like constantly needing attention.
I'm sure that's just because he's a shelter dog, and you can't like train.
You can
Social
train a dog to
anxiety
lay
out
in their
of-
bed as opposed to laying on you,
I mean,
constantly needing you to touch them.
he doesn't constantly need you to touch him. Granted, you that's what I'm saying. He's company excited. If you sat at the house for at least 3 hours, you would see him lay down on the floor, or yeah, he's gonna lay next to you just because he likes the company. But today he went and napped on the couch for 2.5 hours. Like didn't
And
want
neither of y'all
anything
were
to do with.
there?
Didn't want anything to do with us. He'll go outside for 45 minutes at a time and not want back inside. You're like, Bruno, like you're trying to get him inside. He's like, I don't give a fuck. It's the exact same thing that we heard from every other person about him before we adopted him. Was everybody was like, he's just really, really active. Like he does not calm down.
But they don't give him time to calm down.
It was literally like somebody adopted him and they brought him back the next day because they said he was way too excited. I was like, you literally brought him to a brand new home. He has no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
He's just excited to be with somebody.
Yeah.
We gave him a week and a half and he turned into the chillest, best dog. You know, I've never like had a complaint except for the one time we took him to a park and he like freaked out that he couldn't sniff a dog. Because we were walking by on a path and the guy's like trying to get his dogs away, and Bruno is like freaking out, barking and crying, and like
Because he wants to say hi.
he just wants to go and sniff the dog's butt real quick and then move on. That's why we don't mind him at the dog park, because everybody knows that's what dogs are going to do there. So they're not like freaking out if your dog is just overbearingly sniffing. And the other dog will let him know, hey, I'm fucking tired of this, and nip at him.
Yeah.
And it's like, I mean, he deserves it. Like,
Yeah.
I let Kevin beat the shit out of him several times just because wouldn't quit pressing his nose on his ass. Kevin would turn around and lock in with his claws and like pull on his face and shit.
Yeah.
I was like, get out of his butt, dude.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing at the dog park today. We're sitting on a bench. He's totally chill, sitting on the bench next to us because he's been running around with Ludwig.
And
a new dog walks in, and he sprints to the gate to go and introduce him. He ran up to the human today and just sat and looked at the human and wanting attention because he's just a new person. I told Andy, I was like, he's like a Walmart greeter. He's just so excited to say hello for 30 seconds, and then he wants nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
He would say hello to the new dog. He'd run right back to us at the bench and just sit and want pets. So
Welcome to Costco. We love you.
something he would say, I'm sure. Even with Ethan's dogs yesterday, the only time it got weird is when Bruno would get in Ethan's face, and his dogs didn't like that. Bruno wasn't even like being snippy at them being in his house or on his couch or whatever. Like he wanted to see Ethan, and Ethan's dog Getty was like, oh,
that's my person.
Yeah. But once they sorted that out, they were kissing nose to nose on the couch, just like Getty was with Ethan, Bruno was with us, and they were laying down just fine. So it's just his initial like hello is so aggressive.
Yeah, it is.
I told Andy, I wish we need to figure out a way to calm down his like human excitement. Like his excitement for company and other animals to come into the house is just so
well, you know what that
outrageous.
is, right? You don't greet them when you walk in the door.
Well, yeah, but
and over time they learn, oh, I need to wait until they come in and get settled, and then I can say hi to them. But
that's the whole issue is I'm so excited to see him when I get home. I'm not going to instantly greet him. It's walking the door and, hi, baby, hello.
And so he's used to that.
Yes, that's
energy. What he wants from everybody that walks in the door.
No. Oh, well, shame on me, but...
No, I'm not saying shame on you. It's just that's what he
shame on us for his...
knows and what.
His walking behavior, too. Like, that's us not being able to train him how to walk properly. We're really bad about being stern with him while we're walking.
Yeah.
But he needs to get better on the leash. That's the thing I want to get him trained for, is his leash walking is dog shit. He is so bad at it. That was a good catch.
You keep him on a short leash right by you.
That, and we need one of those pinch collars so he gets pinched when he's pulling.
You don't even do that. You just have to keep him next to you.
He'll sit there and choke himself, and then he backs out of his collar. And if you give him a harness, it makes him stronger. He thinks because it pulls on his chest, not on his neck.
So he can pull.
So he thinks he's allowed to be pulling because he's not. He feels like he's working. He's not walking. And so when he chokes himself with his collar, I'm not like, well, don't do that. Like, run faster with it. I'm like, let him choke. Like, he's got to learn to quit yanking on the collar like that. But it's when he turns around, it's easily going to slide off of him. So I don't want to walk him with just his collar on a tight leash.
And he just go whoop. And then
exactly. That's why I want a pinch collar, because he'll pull and get that nip in the neck like a dog would do.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever seen that Caesar guy, the dog whisperer dude.
Yeah, that's why I know to keep him on a short leash.
He talks about those pinch collars being really good because they emulate a dog nipping at their neck to train them. Don't fucking do that. That's how moms train their puppies. They nip at their necks and their napes and stuff.
Yeah.
So that pinch collar is designed to pinch him in his like, oh, fuck. I'm not supposed to be doing that. Yeah.
That's a primal reaction.
Mm-hmm. And then again, you kind of feel really bad for pinching him over and over again because he's used to walking on a collar that isn't pinching.
Right.
So it's a dilemma. It's a challenge, but he's a good boy nonetheless. He's so good about recalls at the dog park, which I'm really happy with.
Well, just saying Bruno.
Yeah, you say Bruno and you say Bruno and you do the slight.
Was it that?
Yeah. The batteries are dying.
It's been going off all day, man.
What?
The air tags on my dogs, because my dad's not home, it hasn't pinged my dad's iPhone in so long that their air tags on their collars are just going off.
Oh.
Last night at his house. And
Oh my god.
I'm about to take their collars off.
Yeah. Set them aside for now.
Yeah.
And then the fucking whatever it is, the meth detector, whatever's on the wall.
Methane gas.
Yeah. That
Same shit.
The meth
it just
detector.
came slightly haven't touched this thing my entire life. Walk in there, it's just slightly unplugged and the battery's dying and it's beeping.
Who knows? Somebody accidentally bumped
A
into it, and
dog
now it's
bumped
just
it,
beep
yeah.
beep.
No one's home this weekend.
What
So
the fuck?
his
So it
dog-
had to have been a dog, yeah.
Totally different room, haven't been in there.
What the fuck? Was it for sure? It had to have been that one, right?
Yeah,
How
it's-
loud it was,
I
yeah.
could hear it go outside.
Yeah,
Yep.
it is
Okay, it's time for batteries for that one. Well, with that, I guess we can.
cookie time.
Oh,
They
what is the cake though? They're doing cakes now. Speaking of which, that cinnamon cake was amazing.
chocolate
Chocolate cake,
cupcake.
chocolate cupcake, yeah. Oh,
Oatmeal,
iced oatmeal.
Yeah. Glazed oatmeal, maybe.
It's iced, but yeah.
Yeah.
Lemon
that's that
tart.
Lemon meringue.
Lemon meringue, lemon tart, something like that.
Peanut butter.
And classic peanut butter.
Okay, so the cake. We're not gonna be able to guess the cakes.
We won't be able to guess the cakes.
So a tres leches cake, a chocolate chip cupcake, or a
Chocolate cake
cupcake.
batter,
Oh.
new. Iced oatmeal, lemon cheesecake,
Oh.
classic peanut butter. That's like a very basic
It's
but
a
decent.
super wide variety.
It's a wide but basic variety. Like all of them are basic, even though they're different.
Nothing too insane.
Right. They usually have one crazy one. I guess the crazy is the cake this week.
Yeah. I want Taco Bell or Sonic for dinner.
I had Taco Bell on the way Friday, on the way home from work. Their new chicken crispinadas.
Good.
Oh, every worth a bit of $3 they are each. Because they're do you remember the empanadas that used to get cha-chas?
Oh yeah.
They're
kinda.
that size. They're a decent size, and they come with a dipping sauce of your choice. So very good. So very good.
Guess I'm doing Taco Bell.
You should try at least one. You should split one or something and try it. It's very good. That was you that time.
What is that?
Fuck his car keys.
Samsung AirTag.
Oh, oops. Sorry.
Restarting. Hello.
Sorry. Didn't have the volume up.
Why is it your generation and Gen Z obsessed with their ringtone going off? But
do you mean?
my generation is all about vibrate.
I feel like the Gen Z is the generation near you, right?
No, I'm Gen X technically. I'm between.
That's why I said Gen
millennial
Z
and
is the one under you.
Oh,
correct?
under, yes. I thought you said is me.
I've never heard a Gen Z ringtone in my life.
My coworker, my younger one,
How
has
old?
19. I think
Oh.
he's about to turn 20.
Oh.
Has his ringer on.
Maybe it's just one of those weird ones.
I don't
I've
know,
n-
but
Out of the multiple 17
the millennials
to
are
19-year-olds.
obsessed with their ringtones.
Yeah.
For some
I
reason.
love hearing
I
ringtone.
don't get it.
Yeah.
You're just dead silence. Yeah,
I
I have
don't-
to have vibrate because I cared about.
I'm a minimum of vibrate if I'm
notifications,
in some sort of situation, but otherwise my ringtone's on.
but the only thing that rings is my watch.
That's wild.
My watch rings and vibrates for notifications, but
Yeah. I'm ringtone and notification sound both on.
If I wouldn't get a message at
I don't want to wear a watch to get a notification when I can pull my phone out like that. That's just me.
Andy was talking about her boss has their ringer on like full blast all the time, as well as her daughter that has come to work there every once in a while now.
It's because they're used to their parents using it.
That's what I said. It has to be that she learned from her
Like
parents.
the mid-30s.
But I
somethings with
think
teenagers
the
now
Gen
have-
Zs, exactly, the Gen Z kids that have millennial parents hear their ringers, and now they're using
They're
their
using their
ringers on their
ringers.
phones.
Exactly.
That's my guess. But I don't know why my generations all vibrate or mute. I'm assuming it's because
You'll have
we
enough
had them in
stimulation as
school.
it is, maybe, and
I
you'll
think
just
it's because we got to use them in school.
Well, we in a time in school when tech was taboo to have in school.
True.
All right. Thanks for listening. Peace, love, goodbye.
Thanks, guys.